Hello everyone and welcome to GodSaw's Turnbuckle, the wrestling video podcast I'm running over here on YouTube.com, and I wanted to get some quick predictions out for NXT Takeover Portland, which is going to be happening tomorrow night. I am filming this a little bit late on Saturday evening, but I wanted to get some predictions out at this point in time. We're going to go ahead and start with the street fight for, or not for anything, well, kind of a more blood feud than anything. It's going to be Tegan Nox going up against Dakota Kai. We had a match with them on NXT TV, which saw Tegan Nox get the win with the usage of a knee brace on that one. A knee brace where she actually swung the knee brace and got the victory. I see this one being a Dakota Kai victory at this point in time. I feel like this is something that they could continue on this feud, and this aspect of a potential 50-50 booking probably actually works in this case. It's one of those few examples where it actually works with that one. So I can see Dakota Kai winning this one, and that's going to be my main prediction. Going next to the NXT Tag Team titles, it is going to be the Broserweights. It's Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle going up against the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish have had those titles for quite some time once again. And I see this being a point in time where they are slowly but surely, the Undisputed Era is losing their titles. Roderick Strong already lost the North American title. I see Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle picking up the victory here and being the ones taking those tag team titles. I could see maybe a potential turn from one or the other down the road, but not in this particular case. I see them walking out with those tag team titles this evening. Or on our Sunday night. It's weird that it's on a Sunday versus a Saturday on that one. I guess it's just the aspect of where they are, or not necessarily where they are, but with a factor that they don't have a WWE pay-per-view. They're actually on a Sunday versus a Saturday, even though they've done it before and it's always been on Saturday. A little bit weird on that one. Up next, we've got Johnny Gargano going up against Finn Balor. Of course, this one is stemming off of the last time around, or before the most recent takeover, with Finn Balor taking out Johnny Gargano before that time frame with the 1916 on the staging area with that, and they've continued on with this basically ever since Finn Balor has come back, where he did turn on Johnny Gargano. He went out there and attacked Johnny Gargano when it looked like he was going to team up with Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny to fend off the Undisputed Era. He went after Johnny Gargano. It's been a nice little touch that, Finn is only really going after Gargano in this particular. He wasn't really going after anyone else, and he didn't even really care about the Undisputed Era to go along with it. In this particular case, based off of how they really have been pushing over, especially during other times with NXT takeovers, Finn Balor's record on NXT Takeover, I actually see him losing here, and I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano. In this case, I just see that happening. They're playing it off like, Finn Balor has this amazing record of takeovers. He's only lost once. He's won all of his other matches. I see this kind of being that second loss in that particular time. And I am going to go with Johnny Gargano to go over in this match. Up next, we got the North American title match. It is going to be Keith Lee against Dominik Dijakovic, and it is going to be an interesting match. These guys have had some matches on NXT TV way back when, before they were on the USA Network. They might have had one when it was on the USA Network. I don't necessarily remember at this point in time on that one. But with Keith Lee just getting the North American title, I don't see him taking a loss here and losing the North American title. I see Keith Lee winning it here. I don't see them hot-shotting those titles all that much. And this is definitely going to be one of those cases on that one. So I'm going to go with Keith Lee winning the match and keeping the North American title, though it should be a really good match based off of what they've done in the past. Up next is going to be for the NXT Women's Championship. Yes, they did put that back in there. They're not just going to call both of them NXT champions They did add back in the NXT Women's Championship to go along with that. Interesting that they didn't really stick with it all that long with that one. But it is going to be Rhea Ripley going up against Bianca Belair. And, you know, based off of everything that is being rumored and everything that's been going on, you just assume it's going to be Rhea Ripley. Actually, I'm going to be picking Rhea Ripley in this one as well, based off of where they were going with everything with Charlotte and everything to go along with that. So Rhea's definitely going to be my pick, but I wouldn't be shocked if they threw a curveball and did something and potentially maybe give it to Bianca Belair. I know they just switched the NXT Women's title over to Rhea Ripley not too long ago, just a couple of months ago in December, with her beating Shayna Baszler, and they made a big deal about that. And usually with the NXT Women's title, they don't have a lot of fast changes. I think the quickest turnaround have been probably when Kairi Sane won that title and then lost it back to Shayna Baszler. That was probably the quickest time frame. I don't see them necessarily going that route here. I feel like they're going to keep Rhea Ripley with that title for a bit longer, and they're going to have her go into potentially WrestleMania to be facing Charlotte to go along with it. At least that's how the rumor looks like it's going at this point in time. Though I wouldn't be shocked if they found a way to make this a triple threat match with how Bianca Belair was featured in the Royal Rumble to go along with that as well. Up next is going to be the main event of the night. Is going to be Adam Cole, baby. I guess you have to get one in there. Going up against Tommaso Ciampa. And it's one of those areas where you see that they are slowly but surely losing their grasp of around the dominance of the Undisputed Era. But again, I'm saying it slowly but surely. I am picking Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle to pick up the NXT Tag Team titles. I don't see them losing both of these titles in one night. It would have been a much more impactful story if they had them lose all three of them in one night. And I'm actually gonna go with Adam Cole here to pick up the victory in some way, shape, or form, whether it be by dubious means or anything like that. I see it being Adam Cole walking out with the NXT Championship on this night, and that's going to be my main pick on this one. As much as they kind of built up that story ever since Tommaso Ciampa has come back, I don't necessarily think it's time to put that NXT title back on him quite yet. And it could be something where he gets another match for WrestleMania weekend or another takeover down the line. But I see them slowly but surely losing their grip on all the titles. But they won't lose both of the titles in this evening, so I am going with Adam Cole on that one. With that being said, that's pretty much everything I got on this. It should be a very interesting and fun show. Again, interesting that it's happening on a Sunday versus a Saturday like it normally has, but I don't think that's going to hamper the quality of the show. It's interesting that they already have 6 announced matches with this one, and they don't necessarily have a pre-show match made quite yet to go along with that. But with that being said, if you did like what you hear here, give me a like, share, subscribe, whatever you can do to potentially support the channel. We will hopefully be back with a review for NXT Takeover Portland, hopefully tomorrow, if not Monday, on that one. And with that being said, take care, peace out, and have a great rest of your evening.